Today on the corner, we're going to review one of the cheapest printers I can find. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to do a printer review. I've purchased off of Amazon one of the cheapest printers I could find off of Amazon. It's the Kingroon KP3S. The price was under $200 Canadian, so that's what, about 160 bucks US. It features linear rails, direct drive extruder, and I thought, you know, why not take a shot on this? I purchased it with my own money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you an unboxing video of this, and then we're going to talk about it, okay? All right, so here we go. Hey guys, so I have the Kingroon 3D printer here. It's the KP3S model. But this actually, it says on here, it's a KP3 model. So I'm curious, I ordered the KP3S. I'll see if I got the KP3. Hopefully I didn't. But we're going to open this sucker up and have a look at it. Now, this printer is the cheapest printer I could find on Amazon. I paid for this out of my own pocket. I got nobody to help me with it. Nobody paid me to look at this printer or review it. So this is the unboxing for it right now. All right. So it comes with a manual on how to build the printer. Now this printer is so this has a build volume of 180 by 180 by 180, which is the same as a Prusa Mini. It actually should have a very similar color scheme. I believe it is orange and black. So we're going to have a look at this. Let's see here. FDM, print resolution 0.05 to 0.03 millimeters, 1.75 filament. Nozzle temperature up to 260. I wonder if it has a metal throat in it. Print speed up to 100 millimeters a second. Okay. Proposed speed is 20 to 60. So yeah, so 60 is typical, right? Let's see here. Anything else that we need to know about this? It's a 24-volt system. Yeah, and it comes with a bunch of stuff, and it gives you the manual on how to use it. So let's begin. You get, I'm assuming it's 10 meters of PLA. What else we got here? Spool holder, which you don't have a spool for, so. Power cord. Anything else in here? Oh, power supply. Oh, that goes there. That goes there. Wonder if they give you, accessory box. Let's see here. What's in the accessory box? You got a small Bowden tube. It might be Capricorn. I'm not sure. Color looks off to be Capricorn. Micro USB reader and stick. You got some screws, a spare nozzle and a spare thermistor. That will come in handy, I'm sure. Your typical Allen wrenches and nozzle wrench. Oh, filament trimmers and a small USB cable. All right, those are your accessories. That's it. All right, let's see here. What else we got here? Oh, it seems to be packed quite nicely, actually. Some decent foam on it. And, comes with a Z-axis rod in a tube. But the caps for the tube fell out, so hopefully that's not an issue. To be honest with you, I don't see how they could fall off of this. Maybe it wasn't packed properly. I don't know. Let's see if this is level. It seems to be level, so that's good. Hopefully that's all right. Oh, and now we're getting to the meat of it. Let's see here. Well, hang on a second. Let's see if I can pull this out here. Oh, it's all one piece. Awesome. All right. And there it is. Oh, and apparently one of the leveling knobs fell off in the box. Is that it? Is that everything? All right, that is everything. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, one of the leveling knobs fell off on the box. All right, let's see how they want you to put this together now. Take printer kit and insert it into the specified position as shown. Let's see here. Where is the specified position as shown? Right here. Okay. There we go. Take out the hex wrench and fit the X or the XZ axis from bottom with the M5 screws. M5 screws are right here. Where is the Allen keys? There they are. And let's see here. Get this open. Alright, so I am doing this and I'm following the instructions because this is kind of what I expect if I was a brand new owner or a printer person and I wanted to experience a 3D printer for the first time myself. So this has it tilting this way in the picture, so we'll do that. And you have 2 screws to place in. They come with lock washers. Oh, it comes with 2 spare grub screws too. So let's see if I can get this in here. Does it tell you to use the washers? It doesn't actually tell you to use the washers. Right, let's see here. Turn this one so you guys can see here. Alright, so I guess you want to make sure it's actually in there properly, right? Let's see here. There's actually not a lot of tolerance or play on this. There we go. Nope. It seems to want to cantilever inwards. So let's see here. So I'm going to tilt that there. See if we can line up the screws first. Okay, now this is not my first 3D printer I put together, as you guys know from watching the channel. So if I'm having a bit of difficulty lining these up, it's actually not too bad once you look at it. There we go. All right. So we'll tighten this bad boy up. Yeah, so it doesn't look too bad. I got this for 200 Canadian. It's about 160 US, I guess, 159 with exchange rate. And it was on Amazon, so it was actually the cheapest printer I saw on Amazon. But I was actually intrigued by it because, let me just get this tightened up here, and I will show you in 1 minute here, is it intrigued me due to the fact that it has linear rails and it's direct drive. And that's something the Prusa Mini does not have. So that got my attention. So it's kind of cute. The beds on there are pretty good. Well, it comes with a flex build plate. Okay, that's cool. Let's see here. So I'm trying to line this sucker up here. Yeah, it's 180 by 180. Z-axis, I would assume, is pretty close to 180 as well. So I would think it's the same specs as the Prusa Mini. Now I'm not sure about the footprint for it, so we'll have to find that out. Again, this fell off in transport, so let's put that back on. This is not part of the instructions, but I have a feeling this will be very handy when I'm leveling said bed. The magnetic sheet is on top of this. All right, let's push that down and see if I can get this on here. There we go. All right. Okay, so that's that. Okay, that's the way it was supposed to be. Now let's look here. So the next step is install the T-screw rod and insert the coupling. Lock the coupling with the T-screw. So let's turn it around. So this is your Z-axis rod here. Here's your coupling. That's a flex coupling. That's good. Put that in here. It should just drop for the most part. Come on. There we go. Where's the grub screw on here? It's a black coupler, of course, so I can't really see the grub screw. The wrong size Allen key. Here we go. That's one grub screw. That's two grub screws, right? No, is this in all the way? Perfect. All right. So let's tighten this bad boy up. That's one. That's two. All right, and yeah, she goes up and down. Perfect. All right. Don't think I'll need any of these other pieces. I'll put the grub screw and the spare screw back in. And what else we got here? Page. Oh, touchscreen introduction. I find it interesting to put the touchscreen introduction before you put the printer together and power it on. I don't know. Maybe I'm just nitpicking. Maybe that's just me. Alright, so that's working, that's working. Connect the power and turn power switch to start the 3D printer. Alright, connect power. Where is the power? I'm assuming that's the power right there. Did they give me a power cord? Yes, they've given me a power cord. I did see it earlier. That is true. Alright, let's see here. So this gets plugged in here. Is this meanwhile? No, it is not meanwhile. Connect the power and turn the power switch to start the 3D printer. Okay, so with these power supplies, there's always, usually a little red switch, there's always a red switch on the side that converts your power from 115 to 230. Now, you want to make sure this is on the right voltage for your particular country, because if not, bad things can happen. So I am in North America, so I need the 115. So I've got that. Now where's that power cord? There it is. Let's plug this sucker in and have a look at it. That screen is so cute. It's still very, very, very little tiny. Ziploc. There we go. All right. And I have a extension cord over here. Just grab that bad boy. There we go. Turn on power. Here we go. Well, the fans are a little bit loud, but here, let me give you a quick little walkthrough of this machine here. Now, as you can see, it's on linear rails. So that's kind of cool. And this is on linear rails as well, a linear rail as well. So that's like, I think that's super neat. It's a direct drive extruder. Is that a geared extruder? Hang on, let me check here. No, it's just a single gear, but still, it's a direct drive. I like the concept that they put together, that it's direct drive. Is that a V6 or a V6 clone in there? No, it looks too short to be a V6 clone. I'm not quite sure what the extruder is in here. But the throat's quite long. We'll have to take this apart at some point in time. Has 30mm fan here. And a 30mm cooling fan. That seems to... Is it running? No, the cooling fan's not running. Just the extruder cooler is. Oh, so here's the touchscreen. Let's rip that off there. So I need to go to bed leveling. You know what? What I'm going to do, I'm going to pause it right here, and I'm going to bring you guys in closer so you guys can have a look at this, okay? Alright, so here we are again. So what we're going to do here is, it says leveling to adjust the distance between the nozzle and the heat bed, adjust the distance between the nozzle and the platform by the T-screw, adjust the distance between the nozzle and the platform by the yellow 9. So, okay, so we're going to go to leveling. Leveling, there we go. Oh, okay, so it's got 4-point leveling, 5-point leveling. So, go to the first point, I need a piece of paper. See if I can find a piece of paper. Piece of paper. Well, it's got limit switches on it. Okay. Okay, so here's what we got going on here, is that the bed level screw is all the way down and it's still not touching the nozzle, so I need to adjust it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all the bed leveling screws to the middle of the screws, and then there's a adjustment for the limit switch that I'm going to adjust up, down a little bit, in order for it to make contact, and I'll be able to level the beds. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So as you could see by the unboxing video, I had a couple of little problems. One of the leveling wheels fell off in the box. The Z screw wasn't packaged quite properly, but other than that, it seems to go okay. So this printer has a build volume of 180 by 180 by 180. Let me show you on, this is a Prusa, this is our gold standard here, our Prusa print bed. So I'll just show you the difference in size. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. But yeah, so you lose a bit on the outside because Prusa is the 235 by 235, I think. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, it's right there. Not too bad. So you got obviously a smaller build volume, but with that smaller build volume, you can actually print. I didn't max it out to full size, but you get a decent little model off of this guy. So that's about half of the height that you can get. So it's not too bad. It's actually pretty decent. We'll talk about prints in a minute though. It also features 2025 steppers, which are quiet steppers, and they're supposed to be more heat efficient than the 2208s. And it has a single Z lead screw at the back, and it's got the cantilever design, much like the Prusa Mini. So one of the things with this printer that I found to be annoying is the fact that we got the linear rails, this quiet steppers, and it's got the fan of a jet engine. All right, it's quite loud with the fans. So why have silent steppers? Why have linear rails? Like, it's quite loud. So that's the one downside to this little guy. Now let's talk about prints. So it came with 2 prints off of the card. It came with a chip clip, which printed out quite well after the bed was leveled, and it came with this little dwarf. I'll show you close-ups of all these prints in a bit. Now this dwarf, I can see, has a bit of layer inconsistency going up, but it came out quite well, especially for the fact that it is a sub $200 printer. Now, the firmware is a custom firmware in there. And there are a couple of bugs. I noticed sometimes with the temperature, when you were adjusting it, it would go all wonky. The fan icon was all crazy, but mostly, you know, if you set it up in your slicer and you hit print, it worked great with the stock slicer that comes with it. It comes with a rebranded, refacelifted Cura. And it seems to do a decent job. Now, let's talk about the Z banding. Like, if you look on this guy here, and I'll show you, there's a lot of Z banding on it. Now that had to do with the lead screw here not being centered. Okay, so I simply just loosened the nuts, brought it up and down, and then readjusted it, and the prints started coming out better. So that would be something to look at if you're having a lot of layer inconsistencies and some Z-banding on this printer. Now this printer also features a nano board, a Robin nano board in it. So it does have the ability for more advanced users to flash a different firmware on there. Like, there's already some Marlin builds available for this guy, and that's probably what I'll be doing next, to be honest with you. But let's talk about prints. So my first couple prints that I did were the clips and stuff, and I said, what the heck? You got to do a benchy. So I did a benchy, and then that's when I first started noticing the layer inconsistencies. Then I did Mando and Child, and I really noticed the layer inconsistencies. That's when I kind of played around with the Z stop, or the alignment for the Z screw. And I fixed that up a little bit, and the prints started coming out much, much better. And I'll show you close-ups of all of these. I went to a test cube. It came out pretty good, pretty dynamic accuracies. I did another benchy, It came out pretty good. Dimensional accuracies were dying on. I did another dwarf. He came out much better. And I decided to do, so this is the retraction test. Straight with the slicer. I found it actually, it prints a little hot. I actually ended up printing this at 175, and it looks really good. There's just a slight amount of stringing. Then I did Big Boy Mando over here, and I tried some different filaments and stuff like that, and he came out pretty good. And again, I'll show you all these close-ups. They're probably going on in this area over here right now. But overall, for the price and the features you get with it, it's a good deal, I think. As a brand new person who's just starting out in the printing world, if you assemble it as the manual says, just watch out for when you level your bed, you want to heat up your bed. You're going to get a better bottom layer and more consistency on your levelness. And the stock settings that it shows you in the manual are a bit high. But other than that, by just installing their software, grabbing some models and slicing them and printing them, I'm going to say this is a pretty good investment. I'm gonna myself personally, I'm gonna change out a couple fans on here and make it quieter. And I'm probably gonna flash Marlin on it because I like Marlin. I'm that sort of, as you've seen by my previous videos, that's kind of what I do. So yeah, I think for the value for this of $160 US and the features with the linear rails, the direct drive extruder, the 180 by 180 build plate, and the Robin Nano with the silent stepper drivers on it, I think it's a good deal. I think if you open this printer as a complete person who hasn't done any 3D printing before, and you follow the instructions and you use their software and you slice, you're going to come up with decent models. If you research into it a little bit more, you're going to come out with great models. But that is the learning curve for 3D printing, right? So yeah, I'm going to give this printer a thumbs up. I like it. It's small. As I say, I'm going to do a few changes. The first thing I'm going to do is change those fans. But other than that, right out of the box, it prints, it does what it's supposed to do, and it gives you a decent product. Overall, for the price, I think it's a great deal. So if you like this review, if you like what I do on this channel, please hit the subscribe button, leave a like down below, leave a comment if you want to see me do anything else. If you want to support the channel, because I pay for everything out of my own pocket, please feel free to buy me a coffee, okay? All right, thanks a lot, guys, and looking for more videos in 2021. Okay, peace out.